What's going on, YouTube? This is K-Knight23, the video game professor, and today is the day. The Beastmen DLC has been released. There's a lot to talk about, but we're going to get right into it and go over utilizing the Beastmen's Vanguard ability to crush your enemies. What makes the Beastmen unique is that many of their troops, including the rank and file, have the Vanguard special rule. Whereas many armies can use Vanguard to harass and break up lines, the Beastmen can utilize this skill to field two or more large forces that can consist of core shielded units such as Gors, missile units such as Ungors, and both missile and shock cavalry in the form of the Centaurs. This opens up a lot of new avenues for strategy. In some maps, the Vanguard ability can be absolutely terrifying. In this match, I deploy my core units, including Gors, Minotaurs, and a Doombull, on one side of the field, and another large group consisting of units of Centaurs with great weapons and Ungor raiders directly behind the enemy. In a subterranean map such as this one, there's no room for the enemy to attempt to outposition me. They are closed up on all sides, allowing both of my forces to move to the center and wipe them out in shocking speed and efficiency. In some cases, you might find that this won't always work in the deployment phase, such as in this fight, where I can't effectively deploy behind them. Instead, I break up the Ungors and Centaurs as far wings left and right and use them as scouts to see the enemy and respond to their movements. I'm able to keep them relatively concealed until my main force moves into position. Once the center line is able to engage, my far wings move in to perform a single envelopment on the right side and attempt to break and roll towards their center. It doesn't take long for the enemy lines to become scattered, and I'm in pursuit. My left flank holds up enemy cavalry long enough so that the enemy force is broken and victory is secured. In the final example, I'm playing on a large field map against the dwarves. My plan is to split my army into two, utilizing the Vanguard rules. I bring the Black Omen to utilize the powerful magic he can hex the enemy with, along with my standard composition of Gors and Minotaurs. I position myself to envelop the enemy, but the dwarves suspect the strategy and deploy atop a hill in a very defensible position. Instead of attempting to charge up, I keep my composure and move to attack on two sides, using the tree lines to cover my advance and avoid eating too much dwarven artillery. After fording the river, I make my march up the hill. The dwarves are in an excellent position and the Beastmen's work is cut out for them. I'm glad I decided to bring the Black Omen. The spell Devolve is instrumental in damaging the dwarves, as they are forced to clump up in response to the pincer attack I'm presenting them with. A more mobile army might have attempted to reposition themselves, but the dwarves aren't known for their speed, and they decide to attempt to hold the hill. I summon a Cygor to help rough up units I'm swamped with, and continue to apply pressure on both sides. Eventually, even the will of the dwarves isn't strong enough to suffer through such an attack, and they flee the hill they tried to hold. Vanguard units in most armies allow you to augment your basic strategies, harass your enemy, and scout out positions, but with the Beastmen, this ability can be a core tactic utilized by wise generals to win the battlefield time and again. We'll be looking at more information regarding the Beastmen, so stay tuned in coming days. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know how you're finding the Beastmen in Total War Warhammer's latest DLC, The Call of the Beastmen, in the comments below. I'm K-Knight23, the video game professor, signing out.